On the last one, we ended up right around this general vicinity. And in case you missed it, difficulty is a little cranked from where we started this series. I say cranked, it's a very generous use of that word. Difficulty is a little higher than where it was when we started this series because, well, it hasn't really been deadly enough, so I'll evaluate after a couple more episodes, and if we need to go higher still, well, we can always go higher. So I definitely hear a police officer, I think. I think, can hear one. I definitely know there's a bird around. Hi, how you doing? I bet that's the guy I was hearing. Where'd the bird go? Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're who I was hearing because I heard Burpy Man. I guess the bird got run over by the bike. That works for me, madam. I'm kind of hoping that this will be a good little wasteland town, but I'm thinking it's going to be more on the little and less on the good. But I suppose we got to really start, diving into it to find out. I hear another bird, I think. Now, let me just hop off in case there's a bird coming. Thankfully, there's no bird coming. As I said, there's no bird coming. Hi, how you doing? Did you block that one? No, you didn't. Okay. Okay. Carry on. Here, let's go get this guy right quick. And let's go check this mailbox. Not a thing in it. Just out of curiosity, because we are indeed, again, in the wasteland. 134 is what our current loot stage is. I believe that would... Oh, those guys. We haven't seen them yet in this series. That's exciting. Oh. What is your face? Is it that? Yes, it is. Okay, good. I'm not used to having to shoot that. I'm used to just shooting them. That was weird for me. That was very weird for me. We got a poppin' pills over here. This, this probably is worth taking a quick journey through, now that I see this. I have a cat, by the way. I have two cats, technically, but I have this one right here. Wow, look at your orange. It's very vibrant under that lighting. That's nice. She's a pretty cat. She really is. She's also a pain in the butt, but she's a pretty cat. You are a crawling officer, so that makes you a crawficer, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if I remember seeing crawlers of those guys, but then again, I have most recently been, well, not most recently, previous to this series, been playing Alpha 16, and crawlers were a specific enemy in that one. They were not anything and everything. It was just crawler guy. So we'll go ahead and take all the medical supplies that we find that are useful, which is to say, not the plain bandages, because those are kind of crap. I'm just wondering if maybe we need to kind of hang out in the bathroom for a second to get rid of everyone, but I think we'll be alright. I think it'll work out okay. Now, if I remember correctly, I think we've been through one of these POIs, and it's kind of weird. Like, there's no specific progression for it, so I'm just going to kind of bounce through and do whatever. I'm not really going to worry too much about it. Try and hit the main things I'm interested in, like, sinks and stuff. I don't remember. I think we are carrying some lead, but we don't have a real use for it, so let's go ahead and drop that guy. We don't care about that. Probably don't care. Well, actually, you know what? Since we have the recipe for these, let's go ahead and make a few of those guys right there. That'll be helpful, I think. I mean, ideally we don't need them, but if we do, then it'll be helpful to have them. And since we are in an urgent care facility, it does seem like a reasonable possibility that we will find additional of those. The aloe cream, that is. If not, just some straight up first aid bandages. Okay, we can go ahead and run downstairs here. I'm going to ignore the cobblestones for the moment. I'm not feeling a burning need to check those out. I know, we got some cobblestones on the last one, but that had as much to do with testing out a new shovel as anything else. I have two cats, by the way. This is the rare two-cat stream. Video, whatever. Oh. Where are you going? Come back. Come back. Come back! Right. Apparently she's feeling a little intimidated, so she's leaving, which is hilarious because half the time, most of the time, majority of the time, she's the one doing the intimidating. But, you know, territorial cats and all. Are we missing something? Oh yeah, the upstairs. That's what we're missing. Okay. Hello. I don't know what's happening. Okay. I need to move. I am genuinely confused about what just happened there. I mean, obviously was standing on something, but I didn't think there was anything to stand on that would raise block height that much. Okay. We need some more stamina here. Holy cow, dude. What's going on? Why are we so out of stamina? I mean, aside from missing power shot kills. Alright, we're back to having 2 cats again. Let's see if I can turn this on while I'm in the middle of fighting. Oh, you were just a little too far away. Okay. See if we can get this guy with the spear. Yeah, buddy. We do have ourselves a bear. That's not good. Guys. Let's see, does this work? I forget if I fixed it so this works. Haha, look at that. There we go. We have very large cat cam. And cat is rubbing her face on the stream deck. You just go ahead and do that, why don't you? Ooh, excellent, we'll take that. Look at that, we got ourselves a rocket. I mean, rocket, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the lyrics are either. Oh, we got a crawler coming out right quick. Oh, we've already been through there, so let's get rid of that guy. Alright, cat, if you're just going to be doing that stuff, we'll go and switch back to the whole reason we're actually here. We're not here to stare at the cats, although they are pretty awesome. I am slightly partial to my cats. I do think they're pretty cool. But, like I said, they're mine, and I'm partial, and I know it. It's alright. I think we've mostly taken care of everything up here. I just thought I'd come back and make sure I'm not missing anything important. I don't think so. Yeah, that didn't really pan out to anything. Let's take a look downstairs just to see, because I had a feeling I heard someone. Oh, you're gonna be a problem. Because I don't even know where your face is. Like, seriously, this is an issue. It's like somewhere in there. Okay. Ow. I mean, I guess I can just do this until he dies. I don't know what you're supposed to do in that case. You can't see their face. I mean, maybe you could see the face. I sure couldn't. Oh yeah, it is lag-tastic right now. I'm guessing we have ourselves a wandering horde coming through. Although it's not really wandering horde o'clock, it might just be wasteland. Okay. Since we made a bunch of these things earlier, let's go ahead and use them. Oof. Good grief. There's a jumping spider behind her. Oh, hi. Trying to keep the spider at just enough length so he doesn't jump. That's kind of the key with those guys. Or at least that's what works for me. Maybe you have a better way of dealing with them than I do. Come on, buddy. I know, I'm doing a terrible job of hitting him in the head. I recognize that. There we go. That should be enough, though. If not, we'll do that. That's what I was going to do with that mutated barfer guy. I was going to hit him with the knife just to get some additional damage on him. Scrap that, take the rest, that's fine. Okay, bad dog. I have no idea, by the way, where we are in terms of levels, skill points, perk points, whatever, etc. Alright, back to what we were doing. I don't want to use another bandage. I don't think we need to use one right now, though. If we get hit again, we probably will. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Sure, take that. I guess that's it for this place. I always feel like I'm missing something. I very well might be, and if I am, please let me know, because don't leave me hanging. But overall, I think that was good. The other thing I wanted to do while here is this. I wanted to get up on the roof so we could kind of see what's going on around here. We got skyscrapers aplenty off to the east. Another skyscraper-ish off to the east. Here, you want to do this? I think that was a headshot. Yeah. Oh. I don't know that the bear can make it up here. Let's find out. I don't think it can. I mean, as far as I know, it cannot climb ladders. But it might be able to make its way in up to the roof. I don't think it should be able to, because I think there was only a one wide door it would have to break in. I mean, if it can get in here, you know what? More power to it. Just go ahead and maul me. It's fine. Take my time. Oh, he made it through. Okay, got it. Let's go. Yeah. Now, as far as I'm aware, you cannot climb ladders, so I can basically just shoot you with impunity here. You know what would have been good would be to set a time charge before climbing up here. Oops, my bad. I mean, this is not doing great damage, but it is doing damage. Now, let's just see if this will do better damage. Maybe. I mean, it's definitely faster damage because, you know, higher rate of fire. I just don't want to switch to a bunch of, you know, high-quality arrows on it just yet. Hi, how you doing? Okay, pick up all these guys. Funny, I hadn't really thought of the impact of having to deal with zombie bears and whether I could take out zombie bears. Did you... She died somehow. I don't understand. But whether I could take out zombie bears with just a bow, I don't know. I mean, obviously it can be done. I don't know, I mean, outside of just creating a little area in which to, you know, poke away at him with arrows, kind of like what I was trying to do before it broke through, because I was not fast enough to do that. Had I been, you know, on the ball, it would have been fine, probably. I don't know, that's an interesting thought. I know with RangerMod, there'd be enough arrows that you could get some interesting effects going on, that you could definitely take one out. Like, I have no doubt about that. But otherwise, man, that's a tough sell. Now, granted, too, we're also using iron arrows, not steel arrows. We're not using even a compound bow, so damage is not where it could be. And then, obviously, even on top of that, we still have more points to spend on archery, so... And then never mind, you know, concentrating and getting only headshots, blah, blah, blah. Yes, all of the supposed ideal ways to do everything, etc. I forget where we go in. Is it right here? Or is it around on this side? I think it's on this side. Well, either way, you're gonna open things for us, and if not, then I will. There you go. Come on out. I don't know that we really need to go in here. It's just I haven't seen one of these in a while. So, you know. Seems like it might be fun. How you doing, buddy? Nice. We do need to drop off some stuff in the bike, but I wanted to make sure we kind of cleared the path before we do that. There we go. Okay. So I think we have a moment now. I guess we'll drop off the AK, because all the ammunition is in the bike anyway. We can drop off the rocket. I don't know that we have any need to keep the rocket here. I'm going to turn the light off. We're pretty back to calm here, so, you know. I guess we can drop off the parts and... Actually, the sewing kit we'll keep because we might end up needing one. You never know. And we're about at the point where we can use some of this food. Let me just finish doing this stuff. Okay, getting ourselves inside now. There is something across the street. You can see it through the blinds. Or bars. Whichever it is. Yeah, there's a Shotgun Messiah right down the street. I'd really like to hit that. It's probably more important than hitting this, because we don't necessarily need food stuff right now. Again, it was... Oh, crap. Well, it's going to be a minute. Easy for me to say. We have ourselves a horde. And it is time to take care of business. Alright. Oh, you are just Dodge Central, aren't you, sir? Alright, well, so am I. Sort of. Okay, just making sure we're not getting surrounded by anyone. Okay, scoopy, scoopy, scoopy. Okay, scoopy, scoopy, scoopy. Arrows, 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 arrows. If not, you know, they'll be on the ground in a second, so it's not a big deal. Hi, how you doing? Nope. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. We got that guy down there. My plan is to ignore him if at all possible. Hey, look at that. Found an arrow. Looked like maybe there was one spawning on that guy too, and then it fell. Whatever. So, that was exciting. I gotta tell you, man. Wandering hordes in this mod do get your blood pumping a little bit. Holy moly. They are not messing around. I mean, granted, we're in a wasteland for one, so, yeah. And we're on the grounds of a POI, so our loot stage is up, although it might have just gone up from all the zombie murder we just did. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can rip through this place quickly, because, you know, we need to wrap this one up here before too long. Not necessarily... sure, we'll buy all those. Inclined to go through and check every little thing in here. A lot of the stuff in here I'm not super interested in anyway. Like, I don't want to check every single shelf. Some of these guys maybe just, you know, there we go, because we already have some of that, so that's fine. There's going to be someone bursting through the freezer section in just a minute. How you doing? Here, we'll check the box. All good stuff. I mean, I think I actually dropped all the goldenrod we were carrying, but, whatever. We'll take it, it's fine. How you doing? Okay, we've got 4 skill points to spend. I was wondering earlier where we were at. Yeah. I mean, we need some more levels, and I know that there's an easy way to get them. And I don't necessarily mean easy. I just mean there are other ways to get them aside from what we're doing here. Namely, how you doing? Yeah, I cannot hit this guy's face to save my life. We'd be looking at doing something like, you know, building, crafting, gathering resources. Totally good ways to do things, like 100%. Not even playing around. Definitely a good way to do stuff. I don't know. I just haven't been worrying about it. Here, I'll take that, you keep that, we scrap that, and we call it good. How about that? And let's go ahead and we'll use both cans of miso. I think we'll be at maximum food here momentarily, so not going to really worry about it. Drop that guy. Craft special ammunition used to breach secure locks like doors, safes, and vaults. And we got ourselves a lever action rifle and a med kit. Nice. Alright. I wasn't sure what to expect right there. You never know. So that's going to get us back into the kind of behind-the-scenes stuff of this place. Although, that is stone. Ah, man. Without a pick. I mean... Here, can I make a pick? We really do kind of need one. This... Probably should have done this some time ago, but whatever, it's fine. I think we have a bunch of things in the bike too, a bunch of mods in the bike, but here, can we put anything on this guy right now? We can put the rad remover on there. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's kind of an is what is situation. Okay, that should be the rest of the wood. I don't remember there being anything particularly exciting back here, but I thought it's worth checking out just for the giggles, right? Okay, let's see. I don't remember. You might be a water barrel. No, you are a fuel barrel. There's a backpack up there. Oh, we do have an office over here with a safe in it. Bathroom. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about the safe. Or, I mean, the bathroom, rather. So this is the freezer case area here. Go ahead and close that door. And that's going to get us up on the roof. Which it looks like there is a trap door up there, so let's close that because that might be a good idea. Hi, how you guys doing? This is where the spear makes its money. Okay, all the extra range is fantastic. Let's back up a space. Perfect. Oh, you're not dead yet. Not bad. Oh, hi. How you doing? I think that was a face hit right there. Perfect. Oh my gosh. All I wanted to do was check a safe. Here. Put that there. And we'll get back to fighting. Oh, you dropped stuff. That's excellent. All right, can I... Crap, I cannot get rid of this guy. That's annoying. Okay, check the safe before the desk blows up. Alright, let's get upstairs. I expect at least one bird up here, I don't remember. Those are not going to quickly destroy, so they're not really a thing, that's fine. And then I think this is pretty much it, although... How you doing? Okay. Nice little snapshot there. That is where this bow is really useful. Quick snapshot. If you miss it, you can do one more. Not a big deal. Oh, there are a lot of nests up here. I mean, if we can get some eggs out of it, that too is not bad. I mean, that's one more set of bacon and eggs, so I'm okay with that. I think we have bones, so I really should have picked that up, but that's fine. Let's get over here to the gun bag. Not anything of interest, really. Overall, this wasn't terrible. So I think we're at a point where we... Goodness, I don't even know. I'm gonna get rid of that one. I don't care. It's a quality 1 gun. We're never gonna use it. We only have 14 lead. We'll get rid of that. We only have so much leather and cash. 1 oil. None of that stuff really matters. 1 of those, bunch of those. Probably use the steroids. That would be fine. Give us a little more run speed, if nothing else. Chrysanthemum, we can pick those up anywhere. Empty jars. I mean, I guess one electrical, whatever part. Probably not a big deal. Yeah, I think I'm okay with all that. That's fine. Look at that. Everything lined up all nice and neat right there. That's pretty fun. With that, we're going to call this one good. I will catch you on the next one, assuming I figure out how to get out of here. Catch you all until, and thanks for watching. See you later.